Everybody, how's it going? Mark here, Backcountry Pipe. Out here on a partridge hunt this afternoon. Taking a break, mid-afternoon. Had lunch, truck, out for a walk. So I got the Oxford briar pipe fired up with a bowl of Bothy Flake. Thank you, Jonathan. Piper X1X comes in handy, it really does. I gotta say, this Bothy Flake tastes very good. Love the peaty, whiskey, smoky note, spicy, but it is a contrary blend if I've ever had one. I've tried it, I've dried it out. I've enjoyed it, so I've had it in a bigger bowl. Works better in the smaller bowls. I've been all over the place trying to figure out this Bothy Flake. It tastes so good. It really has to dry out. I had this one sitting in the truck since this morning, one flake, and it actually dried out enough that it kind of turned from that dark color more to lighter browns. And I rubbed it out, I've folded and stuffed, I've done everything in the world to try to find the right combination. This one I just balled up in a ball in my hand with the flake. I stuffed it in the pipe. Smaller pipes are definitely better with a Bothy Flake, but it tastes really good, and kind of get a little over anxious trying to see what it's like with a bigger flake, bigger bowl. But small bowls and patience, I think, is the key for this. Anyway, Friday afternoon, took the day off of work. This morning I was over at our cottage, shut the water all off, and just for peace of mind, not sure when we'll get back there. And then this afternoon I came for a grouse hunter, mid-morning I should say. Few grouse. It's been a really good year for partridge, grouse, whatever you want to call it. I find I do better shooting them on the wing when I don't have to think about it, versus if you see them on the road or you try to sneak up on them. You wonder, okay, are you too far away? Are they going to run away? There's so much going through your mind versus just being able to take the shot on wing. Maybe it's just a fluke, but regardless. Hunting with my father's Remington 1100 semi-automatic today. That I take it out. Beautiful gun. And yeah, full choke. Using Browning Upland number 5 shot shells. Birds or no birds, doesn't get much better. Unfortunately, Willow's paws got a little worse, so we got a vet appointment here in another week or so. More of her shoulder. I think it's rest is the issue, because she goes from 0 to 100 miles an hour, and that's it. There's no rest with a GSP, so I think that's the issue. It's getting a little better, but it's been problematic for her. And what's the chances of that happening, a week or two before bird season? But it is what it is. I'm sure she'll be better. She's not hurting or anything. She's just limping. Yeah, the Bothy Flake is definitely better in a smaller bowl. And it really needs to be dried out. Anyway, I'll show you where I'm at. The little brook behind me. Friday, so there's no four-wheelers, there's nobody out. It's just beautiful. And seen a few grouse so far. Sorry, let me adjust this. A couple shots, but they're gone. Anyway, I always like to take a solo day out. Taking the day off of work tomorrow, be out with the kids, and it's always a little different trip. But they have more fun just kind of eating lunch out and picking up sticks and frogs and everything else. So I always like to get a solo walk back here, and I'll paste in this video a couple little stretches here that kind of are my favorite. Just love walking here this time of year and catching the colors before they're done. I have to say this is probably one of the most favorable autumns I've had in a long time. From Thanksgiving on, pre-Thanksgiving, everything's just been so wonderful with the colors, and just really lucky, really fortunate. And I think it's just all these beautiful colors that are making the difference in attitude and everything else. Now, we had a pretty thick frost overnight. It was -1 this morning when I woke up. It was 0 yesterday. Sure, it'll climb up again in the pluses for sure, but it's going to knock a lot of these leaves off once we get a wind. But anyway, I can't smoke a pipe, carry a shotgun and film, and guarantee you they'll see a partridge if I do. So I'll put the phone down and catch you on the next one. So every autumn, this is one of my favorite walks. It's this little stretch here. Leaves are starting to come off, but there's such a beautiful canopy on this stretch of Grouse Road. It's just a little section that I daydream about through the off season, and the memories of walking through here with my dad when I was 6, 7, 8, back when it was more of an old farm. Just beautiful. The whole road used to look like this, with canopies and cover, until the four-wheelers, ATVs kind of destroyed it all. But this stretch still seems to be the same, and it's just what I dream of during grouse season. It's another part of the old farm. Colors are just absolutely beautiful. So many grouse were shot here when I was a kid, before this all grew up. Look at the burnt oranges and the reds. Just a beautiful, beautiful day. Never get tired of this. This little spot reminds me of the Story Road to Tinkham Town. And the smell of the leaves here is just as good as the scenery. There's a little foundation berry right in there. Little brook. Be a wonderful spot to deer hunt here. Well, back to the truck. Beautiful walkout. Managed to get a couple of grouse. Beautiful tail feathers on those. Gonna taste mighty good. Never know what I might see on the drive out the pavement, but for the most part, very, very happy. Even seen a couple woodcock, which were nice to see as well. Managed to harvest 2, fired probably 3 or 4 more that were just going. Lots of fun with the semi though. It doesn't take long to go through the shotgun shells. So just a little update, and pretty good afternoon.